I'm not sure if I'm feeling it today.
Yeah.
You might have to carry me.
I can carry you. I'm live. I'm awake. I'm out.
You got some sleep?
No, but I'm here.
Jacob. And I was telling a story about you not too long ago that you were so hard to wake up as a kid. You're still hard to wake up. But I looking back, it was hard for me to wake up too. I told you I got fired from my job twice in my 20s. I was just so good at it, they hired me back. But man, I would go out all night. And I just couldn't get up.
I don't like sleeping. The act of sleeping to me is the most horrendous thing.
Yeah, but it makes you feel better when you get your sleep.
The idea of laying still, pretending to be something you're not until it happens, just bothers me.
Well, if we haven't lost our audience by now, we went from like 8 listeners, probably like to 1 right now. There's one person listening.
Well, anyways, if you're still here, we got some good stuff for you today.
What do we got?
Of course, let's get to our sponsors first, and then I'll kind of give you guys a little bit more about the show. But Fidelity National Title was taking care of our clients on their escrow ends, keeping our titles clean, checking everything out, handling our funds, all that good stuff. Sheila Merrill, Neo Home Loans. No cost refi when you purchase a home using a loan through Sheila. Always phenomenal. And then our cheers, Grape Street Cafe.
Grape Street Cafe. Hey, if you got a gift card,
Sometimes you wanna go
where everybody knows your name.
There you go.
Bum, bum.
See, Ramon got you pumped up.
I love it. That got me excited right there.
There you go, Ramon.
If we gave you a gift card to Grape Street Cafe and you haven't received it yet, matter of fact, we're going to do it today. If you want a gift card from Grape Street Cafe, just text me. But you have to come by the office and pick it up. We're at 8400 West Sahara. But shoot me a text, 702-498-3009. We'll give you a $25 gift card to Grape Street Cafe. That's our cheers. Right, Ramon?
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody
knows your name.
What is this song?
And they know our name. Matter of fact, I remember even Casey Ryan, I was there one time with him, and this was years ago, and he was sitting there, and we were just getting hammered, He was a baby back then. He's still a baby. I want to talk about Casey here in a minute. Chris Sullivan, best real estate attorney in Las Vegas, my buddy. Here's his picture for the podcast. Look at him in his purse, and his Ciroc, and with his earring. We love Chris Sullivan. Any real estate needs, you want to sue somebody because you're getting taken advantage of because of a property, land, commercial, a lease, anything, Chris is going to set you straight.
He is your guy.
Yeah, he's not going to take your money and tell you if you can't win either. That's why he always wins. So losing case, he's going to tell you, don't waste your money, right?
Right.
And Robert Loftus, another attorney doing your trust.
Probate.
Your probate.
You're either going to meet him for one of 2 reasons. One, because you're proactive and you're getting your trust set up. Or 2, your kids are going to be meeting him in 20 years.
And that's not good.
Fun.
That's going to cost a lot of money. So get it done straight. 702-310-6683. That's the number to get a hold of the real estate guys. If you're looking to buy a house, sell a house. We do cash advances for sellers. We buy distressed properties. Call 702-310-MOVE, right?
702-310-MOVE.
So I got an interesting story for you today.
Tell me. I've been begging to hear it.
Yeah, so a friend of mine who flips homes like we do, right? There's several of them in town that are pretty good at what they do. Casey Ryan, tell you his name right now. Love the guy. He really surprises me because, he's a young flipper, right? Usually the young guys like the other guy, Ryan and Josh, and, they're very aggressive. They want to make money. They're good at buying homes, and they do very well. But it's very few in between when you find someone like what we do is we're really looking to help the person. We're asking them questions, and we want to do what's best for the client.
Right.
So we had a particular client, and it was probably one of the worst houses we've ever seen, right? It was the worst as far as she had trash everywhere, feces everywhere, cat feces everywhere. It was pretty bad. The smell was horrendous.
Right.
And, she seems a sound mind, but they do have some issues, right? Some challenges in their life when they get to that position. And Casey tied it up, and he could have pressed her and put her in a very bad spot, right? And then they met with us, And we didn't know that at first. And then we found out. So like in months past or transactions we had in the past, we decided let's just do this together and let's help this lady, right? Let's just figure it out. And then this morning we had a good conversation, and he's just a stand-up guy, man. I really like the kid. He's awesome. He's like, you know what? Let's just do what's best for her. Our investors probably aren't going to wait 3 months. They don't want to go through the headaches of getting her some income, relocating her, doing everything that's needed to be done. It's going to take some time, and that's right in Bart's wheelhouse, right? That's what we do. And Casey does the same thing. And pretty much you say, you know what? You go ahead and take this one. Help her out because that's what she needs. And he met with her, so he knows what I'm talking about. But I just want to give you a shout out, Casey. You're a good guy and someone that you're going to work with in the future, Jacob, for a lot of years to come.
Done some business with him already.
Yeah, you have. And Casey Ryan, you do things right, brother. We love you. And keep selling real estate, keep buying homes, keep making dreams come true for people. And, if you ever need something from us, we got you. Right?
Awesome.
Just don't use the real estate guy as a keyword. Don't do it, Casey. It's funny. When I called him the other day, too, he answers the phone. This wasn't today, but a while back. He goes, what did I do wrong? I'm like, nothing. You didn't do nothing wrong. I felt bad. I feel like the dad, that's punishing his son. What do you mean, what did you do wrong? But anyways, we love you, Casey. That was a good story. And we do have a lot of people in our industry that really do the right thing. We're not the only ones, obviously, right?
Right.
There's 17,000, 16,000 real estate agents, and there's a lot of them that do the right thing, that just don't want to make a commission, don't just want to list the house. And that's what we do. We meet with people, we ask them questions, and a lot of times, Ramon and Jude, it's not best for them to sell their house.
Or just traditionally, right? There might be some other avenues that might make more sense, or just it's not the right time.
Yeah, it's not the right time, or maybe we need to put it on the open market.
Right.
So instead of just us looking at the house, you get 100 other investors that look at it because everybody looks at it different.
Right, absolutely. That brings in another time for me to share a great story real quick from last week, right? Exact situation kind of.
We got an hour, kid. Take your time.
It's quick.
But go ahead.
No, but we still got Reverence. We got lots of stuff.
What do we got? We got Reverence to talk about?
We got market stats. We got Reverence. If we got more time, we could always do some Lake Las Vegas.
Couple homes of the week.
Save that for next week, maybe.
All right, go ahead.
But anyways, excuse me. So, same situation you were just kind of referencing, right? Met with the seller last week. Happened to be one of our employees' neighbors. Very nice gentleman, ex-military, working for one of the major or private contractors now. And you can just tell he doesn't really care to deal with the whole scenario of moving, of going through the sale. Just wanted to make it clean and easy. Didn't mind sacrificing, a few bucks to make it convenient. And he had some offers already. And he had a decent offer, right? Not bad. By no means bad, right?
And his house wasn't distressed or nothing like that.
And of course, it was one of the major buyers, right? And they're like, we don't charge any commissions or anything like that. And I'm like, of course they're not charging a commission. They're getting 15% off market value.
You could say who it is. We're stating facts.
I mean,
it was Open Door, right?
It was probably Open Door or Zillow. It was one of the two. I don't think Zillow. It was probably Open Door. And his net was, was solid. But I'm like, throw it on the market with me. And, I'm not going to do anything special to it, I'll be honest. But I'm going to get 1,000 more eyes on the property. 1,000 more investors that are staring at that MLS every morning.
And owner occupied and people that want to live in that area.
Waiting for new properties at the market, just like some of our friends, some of the people we were talking with the other night at the broker open. There's a lot of wholesalers looking around. There's a lot of investors, a lot of 5 to 7 year long-term hold investors out there that can justify different scenarios, right? When you get a cash offer from these companies, one, you have to understand they know they're meeting with you individually, so they're going to be more aggressive and probably maybe more of sharks in terms of price, right? When they know there's no competition, those cash offer prices come in low.
Yeah, and their fees are like 12%.
Right.
When
yeah,
it's
they
all
don't
said
charge
and
a
done.
commission, but they have this fee, that fee.
Exactly. They just call them a different name.
2-year-old fee.
Right.
whatever they want it to be, right? And at the end of the day, as a seller, the most important thing is your net most of the time, right? There's usually a fine line between the net and the convenience factor, right? And it's balancing, hey, which one do I want? Right? If I want the highest net possible, obviously it's going to be a little less convenient. You're going to have to sit on the open market, get showings, be accommodating to buyers and whatnot. Or, you want to be still convenient, but, I don't want to throw 20% off the equity of my home I've built the last 10 years. You can still do that cash offer route, but let every investor in Las Vegas and around see the property first, right? So I showed him the scenario. I'm like, listen, if we really went open market, I might net you 30 or 40 more with a real offer, sitting and taking some time. But if we do a cash offer and we list it here, you're going to be the lowest price home still within a 2-mile radius of your community, and we'll get multiple cash offers, and I'll net you 20 more minimum.
Right, and I don't know about you, but 20,000 is tough to come by.
And I told him, listen, I already know one of your concerns is sitting through showings, doing this. I said, you give me 1 to 2 days. I said, I prefer 2, but 1 to 2 days of showings will generate you an offer that's better than that in terms of net. And, of course, we're still going to get our commissions and whatnot, and his net's still going to be 20 grand higher. Like that tells you guys, really where these cash offers are from a lot of these companies. They're a little low. There's money left on the table for sure that you're not getting that those companies.
Right, but there's scenarios where you want to take that cash offer. In his case, his house was in good shape. It wasn't distressed.
Yeah, I can accept a loan.
He just didn't want the inconvenience, but put it on the market for even 2 or 3 weeks to see what you get. If not, that cash offer's not going away.
Exactly.
They're still going to buy it.
That's exactly what I told him to. At worst case, hey, you go through an extra week or 2, you waste your time, you don't get anything better, you go with their offer.
And we've had instances where they just needed money right away, and they just wanted that cash offer so they can get it in 10 days or 20 days or whatever. We'll give you a few bucks to hold up, and we'll get you more in the open market. But in the case of the lady like with Casey Ryan or so many other people we meet.
That's different, right? Those are a little bit more pressing for time.
Yeah, and they don't want people in their house. I mean, she had no power on.
You can't get a loan on the home, so it's like.
No. And they don't want more than one person. I find this out a lot too, and I know all the other iBuyers and flippers, they only want one person coming in their house because they know that there's an issue.
Right, yeah.
And we're sensitive to that.
There's some pride.
We've seen it.
There's some pride. There's some embarrassment for sure.
Yeah, and they don't want other people trampling through that house. So
that's our point, though, right? Every situation's different.
Everyone's different.
We know how to help out and lead you guys in the right direction to make sure that the result works out best for you, right? Like in my opposite case, what I'm talking about, it's really important, I think, that if the house is in clean enough shape to pass through all the appraisal conditions and whatnot, and not have any issues, right? If it can accept a loan, it's going to be much more valuable in the open market, even to a cash offer, right? Not as much work needs to be done.
Well, if it's just in better shape,
yeah,
right?
They can go through a more minimal repair route or remodel route. So there's more options available for you.
Yeah. Well, we're going to take our first break. When we get back, we're going to jump right into Reverence. It's a great community in Summerlin in the Northwest. We're going to tell you all about that. Man, the prices sure have increased there. Wow. I don't believe it. If you want a Grape Street Cafe gift card.
Sometimes you want to go
where everybody knows your name. Love John McGibbon over there. That's our Grape Street.